We're very lucky today because Anjum has come all the way from Britain. I'm so happy you're here. You know, your food is sensational. It's light Indian food, and you show people how easy it is to make light, healthy Indian dinners.
I've got to say, at home we eat fresh, healthy Indian food, and so this recipe is one of those recipes where it's a typical home dish, but it just has masses of flavour, and it is really easy to do. We're going to start with making a marinade. So here we have some ginger and garlic.
Oh, and a lot of garlic.
It's a lot of garlic, but I got to say it cooks really slowly, so it becomes really mellow and flavourful rather than really sharp and raw. So we've got that in. We've got some garam masala, and we're making a black pepper chicken. So if you could take the chicken out and put it in the bowl while I make the marinade.
Absolutely.
And just to add a little bit of liquid, I'm going to add some chicken stock, but you can add water if you don't have any chicken stock in the house. So just to make that into a really fine paste. And you can do it with a pestle and mortar, you can do it with a microplane grater. This is the easiest way.
Yep.
Okay, that's perfect.
Oh,
that's nice and
wonderful.
fine. It does. It's strong. It's gingery and garlicky and garam masala-y, but that's great. If you could tip that into the chicken and maybe add a pinch of salt.
Yes.
And so these lovely flavours will start working their way into the chicken. We've skinned the chicken, which is healthier. We're going to put this in the fridge. We're going to marinate it, cling film it, and put it in the fridge. But if you don't have time to marinate it, if you don't have time, that's fine. You can still cook it. The dish will still taste delicious. The only difference is those lovely flavours haven't had a chance to penetrate deep into the chicken flesh, but it's still delicious.
Put some cling wrap to make sure that none of that garlic smell gets onto everything else.
I kind of think anything you leave in the fridge should be covered because everything absorbs smells, I mean, especially dairy.
It does indeed. So I'll just put this in the fridge for about an hour?
Yeah, perfect. So whilst the chicken's coming back to room temperature, I've been softening my onions. They're a lovely golden colour, and I'm taking them one step further so they have a little bit of caramelization, which really works with the chicken. So if you could prick those chillies with the tip of a knife, that stops the chillies exploding in a hot pan.
Oh, what a great idea.
If you put them in, otherwise they will explode and the seeds will go everywhere, and that's quite painful. So prick the chillies, let's add those in. So I add them in for the flavour, not the heat, because the heat's from the black pepper. I'm going to add the ginger in, which is just lovely. Can I ask you to pound the black pepper?
Absolutely.
So it's not fine, so it has a little bit of texture. Thank you. And in with the coriander powder. And I'll give that a good stir. Some salt in. This is one of my mum's dishes. So when I was coming in, I thought I want to cook something which is something from my heritage. And she would make this when she had friends over for dinner. Because it's so simple. You leave the chicken to marinate, then you just fry up an onion and everything goes in. But when my friends would come over, they would say, can your mum make the black pepper chicken? So this is a modified version of her dish. OK, so let's get the chicken in first. Yep. We don't brown our meat in India because we don't. So even though I'm saying sear it, it's really just to start getting the heat in.
Yeah.
You don't need to brown it.
And like you say, this is a really healthy dish. I mean,
it is.
Ginger and garlic in there. We've got skinless chicken. Yeah. And I love how you keep the bone in it because it just makes such a difference to the end result. It keeps that meat really moist.
Yeah, it keeps the meat moist. It adds a lot of flavour to the dish. And actually, it thickens it a little bit, you know. All right, let's give that a good stir to get all those flavours mixing. Add the black pepper.
So the whole lot goes in?
Yeah, and again, if you're not sure about the black pepper, add in half, add in less, and then when you come to the end, you can taste it and say, you know what, I can take a little bit more heat, or, you know, I'm going to stop right there because, you know, food is about how you like to eat at home. It's not what someone tells you to eat.
I'm going to stop
This
right
is
there.
the way, no, a little bit more.
No!
No, okay. Put on a little bit more and then we can hold. So add a little bit of water in to help the whole thing cook. Thank you. So then we bring it back to the boil, cover, and simmer on low.
And how long will that cook for, Andrew?
I think about 25, 30 minutes. We'll check in about 25 and see how it's going.
Oh, I can't wait for this one. This one's going to be good.
So this has been cooking for about 20 minutes. I keep giving it a stir every now and then and turning the chicken joints over. So let's have a look. So it smells
so good
of exactly everything that's gone inside. So I'm going to reduce this a little bit more. If you could chop the coriander.
Sure thing.
And we want at least 1 large tablespoon of roughly chopped coriander. Yeah, because it really adds a lot of kind of freshness to this dish. And I'll add the rest of the garam masala in.
coriander.
Okay, that can go in.
It does.
And with that, the lemon juice, if you could just cut it in half and we'll squeeze some lemon juice in.
It looks really good.
Just perfect, just like Mama used to make.
Yeah, that's my favourite food, Mum's cooking. There's always
It
a
is.
story behind it, and it's been done for so many years. It's been perfected over the years that it's just so good when you make it.
Have a try. Tell me if it needs any more seasoning, although we should have checked that before. But tell me what you think of the black pepper. Is it too much for you? Because I know you were hesitating a little bit.
And look how moist the chicken is.
Beautiful, beautifully cooked. It's going to be really hot.
It's beautiful. And you do actually have to give yourself a few seconds afterwards, because that's when you start to taste the pepper.
Yeah.
All the other flavours, the coriander, a little bit of the lemon there. That pepper, though, I thought it was so much. Remember, I was hesitant to put so much in, but it's really incredible. And when I think of Indian food, making it at home, usually think loads of spices, minimal ingredients, fast, scrumptious. Thank you. Love it.
Thank you.